Ethan, I do not know how much longer we can keep doing this. I looked at Mia across our small kitchen table. 2 unpaid bills sat beside Mia's coffee, and my bank balance had become a number I was afraid to check. I know, I said. That is why I accepted the job in London. Mia lowered the coffee cup. London is not next door. No, London is across an ocean. But the salary is almost 3 times what I make here. And our marriage? Our marriage comes with me. Mia gave me a tired smile. Ethan, promises are easy when everything is falling apart. I am not making an easy promise. I am making the hardest promise of my life. I will work there for 1 year. I will save enough money for a house, pay our debts, and come home. Mia reached across the table and held my hand. 1 year. 1 year. Then Ethan comes home? Ethan comes home. Mia squeezed my fingers. Then Mia can wait. I smiled because those words were exactly what I needed. A knock came from the front door. Ryan walked into the kitchen carrying 2 bags of groceries. Ryan, you did not need to bring groceries. I know. Mia told Ryan the refrigerator was almost empty. Ryan placed the bags on the counter. Ethan, London sounds dangerous. It is a city, Ryan, not a war zone. Ryan laughed. Still, Ethan should focus on work. Ryan will check on Mia. I looked at my brother. Ryan, I mean it. Take care of Mia while I am gone. Ryan will. Ethan does not need to worry. Mia smiled at Ryan, then looked back at me. Ethan worries too much. Ethan loves too much. Mia laughed softly. That is one thing Mia will miss. The next morning, I stood at the airport with 1 suitcase, a passport, and a heart that felt heavier than my luggage. Mia hugged me tightly. Call Mia when Ethan lands. I will. Every day. Every day. Ryan stood a few feet away. Ethan, go build the future. Ryan will handle everything here. I shook Ryan's hand. Thank you. You are family, Ethan. Family protects family. Those words stayed with me long after my flight left American soil. London was cold, expensive, and exhausting. I worked 12-hour shifts, learned new routines, and counted every dollar before sending money home. After my first paycheck, I called Mia. Did Mia get the money? Yes. Ethan, the money arrived. Pay the electricity bill first. Mia knows. Then pay the credit card. Mia knows. And keep enough for groceries. Ethan, stop worrying. I cannot stop. You should sleep. I will sleep after hearing Mia's voice. There was silence. Mia, I am here. I love you. I love you too. For the first few weeks, those calls kept me alive. Then the calls changed. One night, I asked, Mia, can Ethan call after work? I am tired. Is everything okay? Everything is fine. Did something happen? No. Then why does Mia sound upset? Because Mia is tired, Ethan. Okay. Rest. Good night. The call ended. I stared at my phone. The next morning, I received a message. Good morning. Mia hopes work goes well. That was all. I read the message twice. Before leaving America, Mia used to send long messages about dinner, bills, memories, and plans for our future. Now Mia sent short sentences that felt colder than London rain. I told myself not to panic. Distance changes people. Work changes people. Stress changes people. Family does not change. A few days later, Ryan called while I was walking home from work. Ethan, how is London? Busy. Are you eating? Barely. Ryan knew it. I laughed. Ryan sounds like Mia. Someone needs to look after Ethan. I appreciate that. How is Mia? I stopped walking. Mia is okay. Are you sure? Why are you asking? Ryan is asking because Mia has been quiet. I know. Maybe Ethan should come home sooner. I cannot. The contract matters. Ethan always puts work first. No. Ethan is putting our future first. Ryan became silent. Then Ryan said, right. The future. I noticed the strange pause, but pushed the thought away. Ryan, promise Ryan will keep checking on Mia. I promise. Thank you. You can trust Ryan. I do. That night, I opened the folder where I kept our plans. House prices, savings goals, flight dates, a photograph of Mia and me from our wedding day. I touched the photograph. 1 year, I whispered. Just 1 year. Months passed. I worked harder. I sent more money. I bought almost nothing for myself. Every sacrifice felt worthwhile because I believed Mia was waiting. Then, 3 weeks before my planned return, Mia called. Mia, why are you calling so late? I need to tell Ethan something. My chest tightened. What happened? Nothing happened. Mia, that voice means something happened. There was a long silence. Finally, Mia whispered, "Ethan needs to come home. I am coming home in 3 weeks." "No. Ethan needs to come home sooner." "Why?" "I cannot explain over the phone." "Mia, please tell me. I have something important to discuss when Ethan returns." My hand went cold around the phone. "What is it?" Mia breathed slowly. "Ethan will understand when Ethan sees Mia." The call ended. I called Ryan after Mia hung up. "Ryan, does Ryan know what Mia wants to discuss?" "No." "Ryan, do not lie." "I am not lying." "Then why does Ryan sound nervous?" "Ethan, Ryan cannot fix every problem." "I am not asking Ryan to fix anything. I am asking for the truth." "Come home, Ethan." "Why?" "Because Mia needs Ethan." "Does Ryan know why?" Ryan stayed silent. "Ryan, Ethan should hear everything from Mia." The call ended. I booked the earliest flight. The future felt like a door waiting to slam shut. I stepped out of the airport with one suitcase and one thought. Mia. After almost a year in London, I was finally going home. I imagined Mia running toward me. I imagined Mia hugging me, laughing, and saying, "Ethan, you finally came home." Instead, Mia stood beside the car with folded arms. "Mia, welcome home." I stopped. "That is all." Mia looked away. "Ethan must be tired." I crossed an ocean for this welcome. "I know." I put down my suitcase. "Is something wrong?" "No." "Mia, look at me." Mia finally looked at me, but Mia's eyes carried fear instead of happiness. "What happened?" "Nothing happened." "Then why does Mia look like Mia is waiting for bad news?" Mia swallowed. "Can we talk at home?" "Yes." The drive was silent. I tried several times to speak, but every question died before reaching my mouth. When I entered our house, everything looked familiar. The sofa was still beside the window. Our wedding photograph still hung above the fireplace. I smiled weakly. I missed this place. Mia said nothing. I turned around. "Mia, what is happening?" Mia sat on the sofa. "Ethan needs to sit down." My stomach tightened. "Why?" "Please." I sat across from Mia. Mia kept staring at the floor. "Say it." "I do not know how." "Start anywhere." Mia pressed both hands together. "Mia is pregnant." For several seconds, I heard nothing. I stared at Mia. "Pregnant?" "Yes." I laughed once because my mind refused to accept the word. "Mia, that is impossible." Mia's eyes filled with tears. "No, Ethan. I was in London." "I know. I have been in London for almost a year." "I know." "Mia, I came home 3 weeks early because Mia said something was wrong." "I was afraid." "Afraid of what?" Mia looked toward the window. "Please do not make this harder." "Harder." My voice shook. "Mia, I worked 12 hours every day. I sent almost every paycheck home. I skipped meals. I missed birthdays. I missed holidays. I did everything because I believed Ethan and Mia were building a future." "I know." "Then explain the pregnancy." Mia covered Mia's face. "I cannot." "You cannot, or you will not." Mia said nothing. I stood. "Who is the father?" Mia started crying. "Mia, answer me." "I cannot answer." "You already know the answer." The front door opened. Ryan walked inside. Ryan stopped when Ryan saw me. "Ethan." I stared at Ryan. "Ryan, come here." Ryan stayed near the door. "What happened?" "Mia is pregnant." Ryan's face changed. Only for a second, but I saw it. Ryan looked at Mia. Mia looked at Ryan. Then both looked away. My heart began beating faster. "Ryan, did Ryan know?" "No. That was too fast. I just found out." "You did not ask how far along Mia is." Ryan became silent. I turned toward Mia. "How far along?" Mia whispered. "Almost 6 months." My knees weakened. 6 months. Yes. I was in London for almost a year. "I know." "Then this child was conceived while I was gone." Mia cried harder. Ryan stared at the floor. I looked at Ryan. "Ryan, look at me." Ryan slowly raised Ryan's eyes. "Did Ryan know?" "I knew Mia was pregnant." "When?" "Recently." "Why did Ryan hide that from Ethan?" "I was scared." "Scared of what?" Ryan had no answer. I stepped closer. "Ryan, look at Mia." Ryan did. Mia immediately looked away. That tiny movement hurt more than any confession could have hurt. The door opened again. Laura entered carrying a grocery bag. "Why is everyone so quiet?" Laura looked at me. "Ethan." "Laura, Mia is pregnant." The bag slipped from Laura's hand. "Oh God." I stared at Laura. Laura knew. "No." "Then why did Laura react like that?" "I am shocked. Everyone keeps saying that." Laura approached me. "Ethan, sit down." I have been sitting while everyone hides something. Laura looked at Mia. Mia, tell Ethan the truth. Mia cried. Laura, please. No. Ethan deserves the truth. I turned toward Laura. Does Laura know who the father is? Laura closed Laura's eyes. I suspected something was wrong. Something? Ryan and Mia were spending too much time together. Ryan immediately spoke. Laura, stop. Ryan, Ethan needs to know. I looked at Ryan. What did Ryan and Mia do together? Nothing. Mia whispered. Ryan and Mia made a terrible mistake. Silence filled the room. My hands started shaking. What mistake? Mia could not answer. Ryan stepped forward. Ethan, please. Do not ask me to stay calm. I am sorry. For what? Ryan's eyes filled with tears. I cannot say. You already said enough. I walked upstairs. Mia called after me. Ethan, where are you going? To find the truth. I entered the bedroom and opened drawers, searching without knowing what I wanted. Then I saw a small envelope hidden beneath an old box. My name was not written on the envelope. Instead, 2 initials were written in black ink. MC. RC. My hands froze. I opened the envelope. Inside was one folded note. I read the first line. Ryan, I cannot keep pretending this child belongs to Ethan. My vision blurred. I read the next line. Mia loves Ryan, but Ethan cannot ever know. I dropped the note. Downstairs, Mia screamed my name. I stood alone in the bedroom, staring at the words that had destroyed the future I spent a year building. Ryan was not only hiding something. Mia and Ryan had built a secret together, and I had been the only person outside that secret. Mia, I shouted, come upstairs. Ethan, please listen. Did Mia write this? Mia looked at the paper. Yes. Did Ryan receive this? Mia nodded. Does Ryan love Mia? Mia began crying. That broke something inside me. I looked toward the hallway. Ryan, come upstairs. Ryan did not move. Footsteps approached. I held up the note. Ryan, tell me this is a lie. Ryan looked at Mia. It is not a lie. I felt my marriage disappear. I placed the note on the table. Ryan, sit down. Ryan slowly sat. Mia, sit beside Ryan. Mia wiped Mia's tears and sat down. I remained standing. I will ask questions. Nobody will interrupt me. Ryan nodded. Mia, how long has this been happening? Mia stared at the floor. Almost 7 months. My chest tightened. 7 months. Yes. Ryan. Ryan looked at me. Yes. I laughed bitterly. 7 months. I was working in London, sending money home, planning our future, while Mia and Ryan were creating another life. Mia whispered, Ethan, it was not supposed to happen. Nothing is supposed to happen by itself. People make choices. I know. No, Mia. Mia does not know. If Mia knew, Mia would have stopped. Ryan stood. Ethan, blame Ryan. I will. Ryan looked shocked. Ryan made the mistake. No. Ryan made many mistakes. Ryan lowered Ryan's head. I turned toward Mia. Was Mia unhappy with Ethan? Mia started crying. Mia was lonely. So was Ethan. Mia felt forgotten. I worked for us. I know. I left because Mia said our life was falling apart. I know. Then why did Mia choose Ryan? Mia covered Mia's face. I do not know. That answer is not enough. Ryan spoke quietly. Ryan knows why. I looked at Ryan. Then tell me. Ryan was jealous. Of what? Of Ethan. I stared at Ryan. Ethan had everything Ryan wanted. Ethan had Mia. Ethan had the job. Ethan had plans. Ethan had confidence. Ryan felt like the younger brother who never measured up. That was enough to betray me? No. Then what was enough? Ryan swallowed. Mia was lonely, and Ryan was lonely. Ryan started visiting. Ryan listened. Mia listened. One night, everything changed. I felt my hands tighten. And after that night, we should have stopped. But Ryan did not stop. No. Mia did not stop. No. Why? Mia looked at me. Because Mia developed feelings. I stepped away from the table. I wanted to scream. I wanted to break something. Instead, I forced myself to breathe. You both destroyed everything. Mia cried. I am sorry. Sorry cannot return the year Ethan lost. I know. Sorry cannot erase every message Ethan sent. I know. Sorry cannot make this child mine. Silence followed. I looked at Ryan. Is the baby Ryan's? Ryan closed Ryan's eyes. Yes. The answer crushed the last part of me that still hoped for another explanation. I sat down. For several seconds, I could not speak. Then someone knocked on the front door. I opened the door and saw Daniel. Daniel looked at me. Ethan, I came as soon as I could. I stared at Daniel. How did Daniel know? Mia called Daniel. I looked toward Mia. Why? Mia whispered. Mia was scared. Daniel entered the house. Daniel looked at Ryan, then Mia. What happened? I handed Daniel the note. Daniel read it silently. Daniel looked at me. Ethan, come outside. I am not running. I am not asking Ethan to run. I followed Daniel onto the porch. Daniel looked at me. Ethan is shaking. I am angry. I know. I want to destroy Ryan. I know. I want Mia to feel what I feel. I know. Then why does Daniel keep telling Ethan to calm down? Because anger can destroy Ethan while Mia and Ryan continue living. I stared at Daniel. What should Ethan do? Ethan should decide what Ethan wants after the anger disappears. I looked toward the house. I do not know who I am anymore. Ethan is still Ethan. No. Ethan was a husband. Ethan was a brother. Ethan believed family meant safety. Family can fail Ethan without defining Ethan. Daniel placed a hand on my shoulder. Do not let betrayal choose Ethan's future. Before I could answer, Grace approached the porch. Ethan, I turned. Grace. Grace looked nervous. I need to tell Ethan something. What? I saw Ryan visiting Mia. My stomach dropped. When? Many times. While Ethan was in London? Yes. Are you sure? I am sure. Why did Grace never tell Ethan? I barely knew Ethan. Grace did not want to interfere in a marriage. I looked at Daniel. Daniel nodded. Tell Ethan everything. Grace took a breath. Ryan came almost every week. Sometimes Ryan stayed for hours. Once, Ryan arrived late at night. I closed my eyes. How long? Months. Did Grace ever see Mia and Ryan together? Yes. Doing what? Talking. Holding hands. Once, Grace saw Ryan kiss Mia. My heart sank again. I returned inside. Mia stood immediately. Ethan. Grace told Ethan everything. Mia looked down. Ryan whispered, Ethan, please. No. I raised my hand. I am done hearing excuses. Mia cried. It was not only Ryan. I know. Mia chose Ryan. I know. Mia loved Ryan. I know. I am sorry. I believe Mia is sorry. Mia looked up. You do? Yes. Mia seemed surprised. But forgiveness does not mean Ethan stays. Ryan stepped forward. Ethan, please do not leave us like this. I stared at Ryan. You already left me when you chose Mia. Ryan began crying. I was jealous. And now Ryan hates what Ryan did. I nodded slowly. Good. Mia looked frightened. What will Ethan do? I picked up my suitcase. I am leaving this house tonight. Where will Ethan go? Anywhere that reminds Ethan who Ethan was before this betrayal. Will Ethan take revenge? I looked at Mia. No. Ryan seemed confused. No revenge. No. I looked at both of them. I will let the truth handle what revenge cannot. Mia whispered, what does that mean? It means Ethan will stop protecting Mia and Ryan from consequences. I walked toward the door. Daniel followed me. Behind me, Mia cried my name. Ryan called after me. I did not turn around. For the first time since I returned home, I felt something stronger than rage. I felt control. The marriage was broken. The family was broken. But I was not going to break with them. I left the house before sunrise. Daniel drove while I stared through the window. Ethan, where do Ethan want to go? Somewhere quiet. Hotel. For a few days. Daniel nodded. I need time to think. You also need a lawyer. I know. At the hotel, I opened my laptop and checked every bank statement from the past year. Money I had sent home was supposed to cover bills and savings. Instead, several payments had gone to stores, restaurants, hotels, and a private account. I called the bank. I need copies of every transaction. After an hour, I had the records. Daniel looked over my shoulder. Ethan, some of these payments are from the money Ethan sent for the house. I know. Does Ethan recognize this account? Ryan's. Daniel became quiet. I opened my messages with Mia. I sent Mia money for rent. I know. Then Mia sent money to Ryan. Ethan needs to save everything. I am. I downloaded every message, receipt, and bank record. For the first time, I was not collecting memories. I was collecting facts. That afternoon, I called Victor. Victor answered immediately. Ethan, I heard Ethan came home. I did. Victor heard what happened. Then Victor knows why Ethan needs help. I can help. My business is still in London. I built that business with my own money and work. Ethan needs to know how to protect everything. Victor paused. Do not mix business with marriage. I will not. Move important accounts into Ethan's control. Change passwords. Separate personal money from business money. Keep every contract. I already started. Good. I thought losing Mia meant losing everything. Victor laughed softly. Ethan did not lose everything. Ethan lost Mia. Those words stayed with me. I returned to London 3 days later. Before leaving, Laura asked me to meet at a coffee shop. Laura looked exhausted. Ethan, Laura needs to tell Ethan something. Then tell me. Laura knew Ryan was jealous. How long? Years. I stared at Laura. Why did Laura never warn Ethan? Laura was afraid. Afraid of what? Afraid Ethan would hate Ryan. I would have been angry. Laura feared losing both sons. You protected Ryan. I know. You protected Mia too. I know. You protected the secret instead of protecting Ethan. Laura began crying. Laura is sorry. I believe Laura. Can Ethan forgive Laura? Maybe one day. Laura reached for my hand. Ethan is stronger than Laura ever understood. I had to become stronger. When I returned to London, work felt different. I stopped checking Mia's messages every few minutes. I stopped waiting for Mia to apologize. I stopped measuring my worth by whether Mia loved me. Victor helped me expand the business. Ethan, this contract can double the company's value. Then Ethan will sign it. Ethan sounds different. I am different. Good. Weeks passed. Then Mia started calling. Ethan, please answer. I ignored the first call. The second call came at midnight. I answered. What does Mia need? I need Ethan. Why? I made a mistake. Mia made many choices. I know. Then fix those choices without Ethan. Ethan, please listen. I am listening. Ryan promised everything would be different. And Ryan lied. I stayed silent. Mia believed Ryan would support the baby. Did Ryan? No. What happened? Ryan stopped coming home. I closed my eyes. That is not Ethan's problem. I know. Then why call Ethan? Because Ethan always solved problems. I am not solving this one. Mia cried. Ryan promised to leave everything behind. Did Ryan promise that before or after Mia left Ethan? Before. And now? Now Ryan says Ryan never promised. I felt no satisfaction. Only sadness. Ethan, Ryan also lied about money. What money? Ryan said Ryan had savings. And Ryan had almost nothing. I looked at the ceiling. The truth was finally reaching Mia. An affair had felt romantic when betrayal was hidden. Reality was different. Ryan wanted Mia. Mia wanted Ryan. Neither had planned for bills, fear, responsibility, or consequences. A week later, Ryan called. Ethan, Ryan needs to explain. No. Please. Ryan had months to explain. I was wrong. Yes. Ryan was jealous. I know. Ryan thought Ethan had everything. You were wrong. I know that now. Good. Can Ethan forgive Ryan? I can forgive Ryan without letting Ryan back into my life. Ryan became silent. That hurts. Now Ryan understands. Ryan hung up. I returned to work. My company grew. My savings grew. My confidence returned. One evening, I received a message from Mia. Ethan, please come home. I stared at the words. Another message arrived. Mia needs Ethan to hear everything. Then another. Please come back. I placed the phone on the desk. For almost a year, I had begged for love. Now the person who broke my heart was begging for my presence. I did not answer, but I knew one thing. I was no longer waiting for Mia to choose me. I was finally choosing myself. The next morning, I met Victor before work. Ethan, are you planning to divorce Mia? Yes. Then Ethan needs to understand something. What? Do not let guilt make decisions. I feel guilty because I left. Ethan left to build a future. Mia chose betrayal. I keep thinking about what I could have done differently. Victor understands. But Ethan cannot rewrite a year. I nodded. You are right. At lunch, Mia called. Mia found the records. What records? Mia found proof that Ryan used Ethan's money. My jaw tightened. I asked how much. Enough to hurt Ethan. Did Mia know? I knew some of it. That does not make it better. I know. Why did Mia keep taking the money? I was afraid. Afraid of losing Ryan? Afraid of losing everything. I answered quietly. You already lost everything that mattered. Mia began crying. I ended the call. For the first time, I did not feel the need to comfort Mia. That was when I understood how far I had changed. For once, silence finally felt peaceful inside. I returned home one last time. I did not return to save my marriage. I returned to close the door. Mia was waiting in the living room. Ethan, thank you for coming. I said I would come. Can we sit? Yes. I sat across from Mia. Mia looked different. Tired. Smaller. The confidence Mia once carried was gone. Mia, say everything. I do not know where to begin. Begin with the truth. Mia looked at the floor. Mia loved Ethan. I loved Mia too. I know. Mia knew Ethan was working for our future. I know. Mia knew Ethan was lonely. I know. Then why? Mia wiped away a tear. Because Mia believed Ethan would always be there. I felt something inside me break quietly. Mia believed Ethan's love was guaranteed. Yes. That was the mistake. Mia nodded. I thought Ethan would forgive anything. I might have forgiven a mistake. Mia looked up. But this was not one mistake. This was months of choices. I know. Did Mia ever think about Ethan? Every day. Then how could Mia continue? I was selfish. The answer hurt because it was simple. A knock came at the door. Ryan entered. Ryan stopped when Ryan saw me. Ethan, sit down. Ryan sat beside Mia. I looked at both of them. This is the last conversation. Ryan nodded. I understand. Before I could continue, Dr. Samuel arrived. Ethan, I have the information Ethan requested. I stood. Please tell me clearly. Dr. Samuel opened the report. The pregnancy timeline is consistent with Ryan being the biological father. I closed my eyes. The final doubt disappeared. I had wanted certainty. Now certainty hurt more than doubt. Ryan lowered Ryan's head. Mia began crying. I breathed slowly. Thank you, doctor. Dr. Samuel left. Ryan looked at me. Ethan, Ryan is sorry. I know. Ryan wants forgiveness. I forgive Ryan. Ryan looked surprised. You do? Yes. Then can Ryan come back? No. Ryan stared at me. But Ethan forgave Ryan. Forgiveness is not an invitation. Ryan's eyes filled with tears. Ryan lost Ethan. Yes. Ryan lost everything. No. Ryan still has a life. It does not feel like a life. That pain belongs to Ryan now. Ryan nodded slowly. I deserve it. I looked at Mia. Mia, Ethan wants to ask one final question. Ask. Does Mia regret choosing Ryan? Mia cried. Every day. Does Mia regret losing Ethan? Yes. Why? Because Ethan loved Mia when Ethan had every reason not to. I felt my eyes burn. Mia lost the person who loved Mia most because Mia believed Ethan's sacrifice was guaranteed. Mia nodded. I know. Ryan whispered. Ryan was jealous. I looked at Ryan. Jealousy cost Ryan a brother. Ryan covered Ryan's face. And peace. Yes. I thought taking Ethan's place would make Ryan happy. Did it? No. I stood. This is where the story ends. Mia stood quickly. Ethan, please. What does Mia want? Another chance. No. Please. I gave Mia almost a year of everything I had. I know. I gave Mia trust. I know. I gave Mia my future. Mia cried harder. And Mia gave that future away. I picked up my coat. Ryan stood. Ethan, can Ryan hug Ethan? I paused. Then I nodded. Ryan walked toward me and hugged me. For a few seconds, I remembered childhood. 2 brothers. 1 family. A time before betrayal. Then I stepped back. Goodbye, Ryan. Goodbye, Ethan. Mia approached me. Can Mia have one hug? I looked at Mia for a long moment. Yes. Mia hugged me. I felt sadness, not love. When I stepped away, Mia whispered, Ethan, please remember the good years. I will. Do not hate Mia. I do not. Then why cannot Ethan stay? Because Ethan finally learned to love Ethan too. Mia cried. I walked outside. Laura was waiting near the car. Ethan, is it finished? Yes. Are Ethan and Mia getting divorced? Yes. Laura nodded. Laura is sorry. I know. Can Ethan forgive Laura? I already have. Laura smiled through tears. Then go. I will. I drove away without looking back. For the first time, I felt no need for revenge. I had wanted Mia and Ryan to suffer. But watching 2 people destroy their own peace had taught me something. Revenge would keep me connected to them. Freedom would not. Months later, I returned to London. The cold air touched my face when I stepped outside the airport. Daniel was waiting. Ethan. I smiled. Daniel. Daniel hugged me. How does Ethan feel? Free. Really? Really? Victor joined us. Welcome back. Thank you. Victor smiled. The company is ready. I am ready too. That evening, I stood outside my apartment and watched the city lights. A year earlier, I had come to London believing distance was the price of saving my marriage. Now I understood something different. London had not taken my marriage. London had given me the chance to discover myself. I opened my phone. There was one final message from Mia. "I hope Ethan finds happiness." I read it once. Then I deleted it. Not because I hated Mia. Because I no longer needed Mia's words to decide how I felt. I put my phone away. Tomorrow, I would meet Victor and build the next stage of my company. Tomorrow, I would make plans that belonged only to me. I had lost my wife. I had lost my brother. I had lost the future I once imagined. But I had not lost myself. I finally understood that losing my marriage did not mean losing my future. My future was still mine. And for the first time, I was ready to live it. I no longer needed anyone to rescue me, choose me, or promise me forever. I had survived the worst night of my life, and I had walked away with my dignity. The pain would remain, but pain no longer controlled me. I could carry the scars without carrying Mia and Ryan. That was my victory and freedom.